Imagine you just got a raise. An extra $500 hits your bank account every single month, and suddenly you're standing at a fork in the road. One path looks safe and solid. The other sparkles with possibility. Which one do you take? If you care about making smarter money decisions, hit subscribe so you don't miss what we're about to uncover. Today we're following two neighbors who face exactly this choice, and their decision will shape the next 30 years of their financial lives. Let me introduce you to Penny and Marcus. They're neighbors on the same tree-lined street in a modern suburban neighborhood. They both work in the city, commuting past gleaming glass towers and bustling financial districts. They both earn the same salary. They both bought identical homes with identical 30-year mortgages at identical interest rates. Their lives are mirrors of each other, right down to the furniture in their living rooms. Then one Thursday morning, both of them receive identical emails from their employers. Congratulations, you're getting a bonus, $500, every month, indefinitely. It's not enough to change their lives overnight, but it's enough to matter. It's enough to choose. That afternoon, Penny sits at her modern desk with her mortgage statements spread out in front of her. She runs the numbers on her laptop. Her current mortgage is still massive, still decades away from being paid off. Interest is still draining thousands from her bank account every single year. She thinks about the peace of mind that comes with owning your home outright, free and clear. She imagines that final payment, that moment when the bank sends her the deed and she owns every brick and board completely. She decides right there. Every $500 goes toward her mortgage, extra principal payments, faster payoff, zero debt by age 55 instead of 65. Meanwhile, Marcus sits in a nearly identical modern home just a few houses down. He's also looking at his mortgage statement, but his mind is elsewhere. He opens a new browser tab and starts researching index funds. He learns about the S&P 500, 500 of America's largest companies, bundled together in one simple investment. He runs his own calculations. What if that $500 compounds over 30 years? What if the stock market returns what it historically returns? If this is clicking for you, drop a like, because we're about to show you exactly what those numbers actually mean. Marcus does the math, and he feels something shift in his thinking. His extra $500 goes into an automatic monthly investment, right into an S&P 500 index fund. The money will invest itself while he sleeps, while he works, while he lives his life. He commits right there too. Two neighbors, two identical situations. Two completely opposite choices, and neither of them knows who's right. That's the beautiful and terrible thing about financial decisions made with genuine uncertainty. Penny looks out her window at Marcus's house and wonders if she's made a mistake. Should she be investing instead? Is she leaving money on the table? Marcus looks out his window at Penny's house and has the exact same doubt in reverse. Should he be paying down debt instead? Is he being reckless? They're both smart people. They both have good reasons for their choice. They're both about to discover something that will surprise them. The next 30 years are about to unfold, and the gap between their two paths is about to grow wider and wider. One path leads to a paid-off house and a certain kind of freedom. The other path leads into the uncertainty of the stock market, but with compounding returns that almost no one understands until they see them visualized. Both of them are nervous. Both of them are hopeful. And both of them are about to learn a lesson that most people never discover until it's too late. Penny makes her first extra payment the very next week. She feels the satisfaction immediately, watching her principal balance tick down by $573 after interest is accounted for. Small, but real. Marcus makes his first investment the same week. $500 automatically transfers to his index fund account. He sets it to automatic and tries not to think about it too much. He knows that watching too closely will only make him anxious. For now, both neighbors have made their choice. The future is uncertain, but it's coming. And in just a moment, we're going to see exactly what happens when we add up 30 years of these decisions, compound by compound, payment by payment. The reckoning is about to begin. Fast forward to year 10. Penny's mortgage balance has dropped significantly. She's paid down roughly $60,000 of principal, and her home equity has grown. But there's a catch. Interest rates have climbed over the past decade, and the housing market has been volatile. Her home's value has appreciated, sure, but not spectacularly. Meanwhile, Marcus has been quietly building something different. His S&P 500 index fund has weathered a couple of market corrections, but it's grown to roughly $85,000. His mortgage remains essentially untouched from where it started. Penny feels something Penny can't quite name. Security, maybe. Her home feels more genuinely hers. But Marcus, he's feeling the power of compound growth beginning to work in his favor. Now jump to year 20. This is where the math starts to sing differently for each of them. Penny has paid off nearly half her original mortgage. The remaining balance is around $120,000, and her home is worth considerably more than it was. She's built real equity, and she knows exactly what she owns. The peace of mind is undeniable. But Marcus's investments have experienced something remarkable. Market returns have compounded over 2 decades. His index fund has grown to roughly $230,000, even after surviving the market downturns that made headlines. His mortgage balance is still substantial, but his liquid assets have grown exponentially. The gap is closing, and Marcus is beginning to understand the true power of staying invested. Then comes year 30. The final reckoning arrives, and the numbers tell a fascinating story. Penny has officially paid off her mortgage. Her home is entirely hers, free and clear. The psychological victory is real. No more monthly payments, no more interest going to the bank. Her home's value has appreciated to roughly $650,000. She owns it outright. That's real wealth, tangible and permanent. But when we look at Marcus's numbers, something unexpected has happened. His S&P 500 index fund has grown to approximately $520,000. He still carries a mortgage balance of around $110,000. But here's the critical insight. His total liquid net worth is substantially higher than Penny's flexibility allows. He can pay off that mortgage tomorrow if he wanted to. He simply hasn't, because the math has worked in his favor. His investments have compounded far beyond what the mortgage costs him to carry. But net worth alone doesn't tell the whole story. Penny sleeps soundly at night. No debt, no market risk. Her home is completely hers, and there's genuine value in that peace of mind. Marcus, meanwhile, lives with more financial flexibility. He could face a job loss and tap his investment account. He could seize an opportunity to invest in his own business. He could weather a medical emergency without liquidating retirement savings. The money isn't tied up in walls and foundation. It's available, liquid, and responsive to life's unpredictability. Yet Marcus also carries more complexity. Market downturns hurt him. Interest rates matter to him. He needs discipline to avoid spending his investment returns. So which strategy actually wins? The answer genuinely is both, and neither. It depends on what you value most. If peace of mind and simplicity matter more than maximum wealth accumulation, Penny's path makes complete sense. She built a life free from debt and the emotional weight of owing money. That's not something to discount. But if you can stomach market volatility and you want maximum financial flexibility and total wealth accumulation, Marcus's approach delivered something Penny couldn't access: optionality, the ability to choose your next move without being constrained by a mortgage. Here's what the data really reveals. The investing strategy edges out in pure dollars, but the payoff mortgage strategy wins in something equally valuable: psychological certainty. The gap between them narrows if you factor in real-world life events. Maybe Penny faced unexpected medical costs and was grateful her mortgage was gone. Maybe Marcus faced a job loss and was grateful for liquid savings. The best choice isn't about the math alone. It's about understanding your own risk tolerance, your income stability, your sleep quality at night, and what financial flexibility actually means to you. Some people will read these numbers and feel liberated. Others will feel anxious. Both reactions are valid. Both lead to different but equally sound decisions. The real winner isn't Penny or Marcus. It's anyone who makes a deliberate choice, sticks with it for 30 years, and builds wealth intentionally instead of drifting through life wondering what might have been. If this breakdown helped you think through your own situation differently, I'd love for you to like this video and subscribe so you never miss the next one. We break down financial decisions like this all the time. Thanks for thinking through this with me, and I'll see you next time.